Welcome back. Well, most of us are always looking for a new, exciting way to improve our lives, whether it's mentally, physically, or emotionally. But this morning, we want to show you something new, and it all aims at improving all three of those facets and how you can rocket yourself to the next level. Joining us this morning to talk about her new book on journaling is Katie Dell. But thanks so much for joining us this morning. So you wrote a book about writing.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? So I just found journaling to be so helpful in my life, and I was going through an eating disorder and working with a lot of coaches and mentors and surrounded by all these people, and I really needed to sort through what was going on in my mind and become my own mentor. So I started writing, and it was so helpful to me. It gave me more self-awareness, it helped me to get to know myself better, and then when I would recommend it to other people, I got so much resistance from people being like, I'm not a writer, I wouldn't have anything to say. And I realized that I'm not a writer either, and I didn't really have anything to say, but somehow it was cathartic for me to write down my thoughts and process what was going on. So I started journaling, and this book is really a reaction to helping other people to be able to journal too by giving them tools.
Well, I think a lot of people would be curious as to just how do you get started? All right, I have a pen, I have a piece of paper.
Yeah.
What do I do now?
Yeah, well, I often say that, like, if you can write a text or send an email, you can journal. It's really innate to us, this sort of writing. It's writing how we speak. So if you can have a deep conversation with someone, maybe you get off the phone with a friend and you really let out all the thoughts in your mind, all of your fears, all of your worries, and you just like unload them on someone else. It feels really cathartic, right? You feel like this release. And you can actually do that with yourself when you're writing in your journal and you're not judging what's coming out and you're just literally letting out all the thoughts in our minds. We have over 60,000 thoughts a day when I was doing the research for the book. I know. And a lot of them are actually repeat thoughts. So there are things we think on repeat. There's, fears and worries, maybe like old beliefs we picked up since childhood that just aren't serving us anymore and maybe holding us back from becoming the person that we want to be. And journaling allows you to sort through those, develop deeper self-awareness. And if you just start writing, that's my biggest tip, is just start. Ask yourself a good question and you'll get a good answer from your intuition.
Is it kind of the adult version of our diary that we used to write in?
Yeah, it is. And I think, diary I think of as more as, this happened today, whereas journaling can be like, I'm feeling like this as a reaction to what happened today or yesterday or 10 years ago. And this is what I want to do about it in the future.
Wonderful, Katie. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Where can people find your information?
My website's katiedellbutt.com. I host a podcast, and my book is available at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, online, wherever.
Congratulations. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. We'll be right back after the break with a check of news, weather, and traffic. You're watching 7 Extra News this morning on TV 20 Detroit. Stay with us.